Another one, let's just put myself in a lot of people's scenario. I'm comfortable at my job, but I want to start my own business.
Right.
I'm afraid. Do you have any advice for me?
Yeah, so do a self-assessment. All right, go online and do an entrepreneur self-assessment. There's a bunch of them. I recommend going to the second page after the first page and see which one. Take you about 10, 15 minutes. You need to know who you are, right? You can't perpetrate a fraud when it get time to working for yourself. Because either you're gonna get your butt up at 4 a.m. and put in the work, or you're gonna lay around to 8 and the day then started and you don't know who you are.
So you really need to know yourself before you
gotta
get
know
into
yourself.
a business.
You gotta literally take as many self-assessments as possible, and you gotta ask people that know you. Who are you? Like, check on your girl, your guy, check on your best friends, people, your mom, your dad. Hey, well, how do you perceive me? What kind of person do you think I am? Because if you don't understand that you're gonna work harder for yourself than someone else, you're probably not gonna be a good entrepreneur. Then you might just look at management and just say, okay, I can manage somebody's business, but I can't run it myself.
I've actually talked to people that said, you know what? It's like that self-assessment you just said. I don't want to own my own business. I don't want to take that leap because I don't want to be in charge of everything, the taxes. It's a lot of fear, but I do want to pinpoint that they should not move in fear.
Right.
Because that's one of the biggest things is people are afraid to start their own business. So the paperwork, as we can discuss, is not a difficult process.
Not at all.
So can you talk a little bit about the process of creating your business paperwork-wise?
Yeah, so one of my quotes that I've been using for years, and if you quote it, give me credit, paperwork makes the paperwork. So people have to understand you're not in business unless you're in business on paper. You can't be telling me you did this and did that, but then I'll go to research you under Secretary of State and I can't find the name of your company. I don't care if you're a ghost and you're going under a blind trust. I can at least find something on you if you have a business on paper. And it's also important to understand that fear is an acronym for false evidence appearing real. A lot of people are scared of things they don't know, so that's where the research comes in. You know, we talked a lot of times about reading books and researching what it takes to do certain things. So for those that are out there scared to get in business on paper, it's a very easy process. It's a part of my consulting dollars that I make, but I charge people about $500 to start a corporation. No, it's not LegalZoom, and no, it's not We the People. I'm 500, so don't come and negotiate with me on what it costs. But we charge 500. We go from beginning to end, A to Z. We do all of the board and the fictitious business name statement, the EIN. We take care of everything for you, so it's easy. But for those that want to do it themselves, all I recommend is just go online, hit the SBA.gov, SBA, Small Business Administration.gov. It takes you through everything.
Takes you right through it.
And so therefore, people that are fearful, they haven't done enough research. They haven't even looked into it, or if they looked into it and they found it was difficult, they didn't understand. Another Dorsey quote, do what you do best, outsource the rest. You ain't got to act like you know everything. Send some of that stuff to people that know how to do it, pay the fee, and move on.
Yeah, I think so many people want to keep every single dollar that they will slow down their process. I've seen so many people I talk to that have been starting their business for 3 years.
And that's a 3-day,
years.
that's a 3-day process.
Yeah, not only that, I'm like, sometimes just pay people.
That's it.
Designs, just pay them. Like,
I'm not graphically gonna make my logo. I'm gonna pay the person to make my logo, shoot that back to me.
because if they ever did develop the website or did any design, they will realize how long it takes.
Yes.
So although this person is charging $500, like you just said, for your business, or $700 or whatnot for a website, it will take you, if you don't have no experience, if you get on one of these website builder websites, it take you like 3 weeks versus this person 3 weeks consistent time.
Putting in 8 hours a day trying to figure it all out. Again, Cyrus, that is one of the areas that knowing yourself, you're going to identify with, because some people will cheapen themselves out of something, right? You add up your time and see what your time is worth. And I'm not saying go overboard, but I know how much I make an hour. So if I have to go through and put in 5 hours, that was worth me going and paying somebody, because they not charging me what I make an hour to do it.
And I think people don't fully understand what a business or presenting yourself, period, how important it is to present yourself properly. They want to people cut corners on business cards, flyers, websites, and I always say this, like, when you're gone or when we pass away, you don't get a chance to explain
what the heck it was.
why this looks so poorly, whether it is your album cover, whether it is your business card, whether it is your website, whatever it may be. Doing an audio book with bad quality sound, regardless of whatever it may be, you don't get the chance to explain, oh, my boy didn't have his microphone that day, so I decided to go. So I always say, you don't got to cut no corners. You be true to the business and the business will be true to you.
The first impressions are everlasting. So, you know, when Dorsey Academy and this hat was made, my logo, I said, you know what, this can stand. When I put on my uniform, I'm proud to wear it, right? When you put on your uniform, you're proud to wear it because you know it's quality, it was done right, it's not no BS. So it's important.